They say Medellin isn't for first-timers. I didn't believe that until I woke up missing a day, my passport, and $11,600. My name is James, 39, from Albany, New York. I teach history online. I flew down to celebrate my 40th in the city of Eternal Spring, the place everyone said I'd fall in love with. If you're planning a trip to Medellin or anywhere in Latin America, you need to hear this story. Like and subscribe, because what happened to me in broad daylight at 5 p.m. could just as easily happen to you at noon. Stay until the end, because I'll show you exactly how she did it and the 5 rules that could have saved me. I made a decision that seemed perfectly reasonable at the time. I was going to celebrate my 40th birthday in Medellin, Colombia, the city of Eternal Spring, the place every travel vlogger tells you to visit, the place everyone said I'd fall in love with. So I booked an Airbnb in El Poblado, the safest, most touristy neighborhood in the city. The apartment had double locks on the door and a camera in the entrance. No doorman, but I figured the camera was enough. The place was comfortable, had everything I needed, fast Wi-Fi, and it was close to parks and the restaurants. I felt like I'd made the right choice. I told myself I'd keep it simple: daylight activities, popular spots, no risks. And here's the thing, I want you to really hear this. I did everything right by the usual standards. I stayed in the safe neighborhood. I went to famous tourist spots during the day. I didn't get drunk. I didn't wander into sketchy areas at night. And I still got got. The next afternoon, I decided to visit Plaza Botero. If you don't know it, it's this incredible public square filled with massive bronze sculptures by Fernando Botero, Colombia's most famous artist. Fat figures, exaggerated proportions, this beautiful, playful energy. The plaza was alive when I got there. Street vendors selling fruits and fresh juice, tourists everywhere taking photos. The sun was bright, bouncing off the bronze sculptures, and everything felt okay. Everything felt easy. I lined up a shot with one of the giant sculptures. This enormous reclining woman turned to check the angle, and that's when I saw her. She was close, too close for me not to have noticed her approach, but there she was, smiling at me like we'd already been introduced. I figured, why not ask her to take the photo? So I said, "Puedes tomarme una foto? Can you take my picture?" She smiled, this warm, easy smile, and said, "Claro, of course." She took 2 quick shots, handed my phone back, and then just stayed, like we were already having a conversation. "Soy Maya," she said. "I'm Maya. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from?" "New York," I told her. She looked impressed, said she'd always wanted to go. Then the question started. And here's where I need you to pay attention, because this is where the setup began, and I didn't even realize it. "Are you here alone?" "Yes," I said, "for my birthday." "What do you do for work?" "I teach history and languages. Online." "How long are you staying?" "A week." "Where are you staying?" "El Poblado." At the time, these felt like normal getting-to-know-you questions. She seemed curious, friendly. She said she wanted to practice her English. We talked for maybe 10 minutes, and then we swapped numbers. But here's the detail I missed. When I gave her my number, she paused. "Why do you have a Colombian number?" I explained that I'd bought a local SIM card for better service and cheaper data. She nodded, smiled, and we said goodbye. Now, if you're listening to this and you just caught what I didn't, drop a comment below. Because that question, why do you have a Colombian number? That wasn't small talk. She was sizing me up. She wanted to know if I understood the system or if I was just visiting it. If I was a savvy traveler or a clueless gringo. And my answer told her everything she needed to know. I was trying to be smart, but I was still vulnerable. So what happened next? She texted me the very next morning. "Hi James, I really like you. I want to see you again. Do you have a place in mind to celebrate your birthday?" I told her, "Not yet." Then she said, "I know a great spot. Real Colombian food. We can practice English and Spanish." It's only 15 minutes from Poblado. Are you free today at 5? 5 p.m. daylight. A restaurant she picked, a public place. It all sounded fine. Safe, even. Daylight feels like insurance, doesn't it? Like nothing bad can happen when the sun's still up. So I said yes. We met outside the restaurant, a small local spot, not touristy, but not sketchy either. Just a neighborhood place. We sat down, grabbed a table near the window, and started talking. She laughed about New York winters, told me I looked younger than 39, which, let's be honest, I didn't mind hearing. The conversation flowed. She was charming, easy to talk to. We ordered food. The drinks came first. 2 tropical fruit cocktails. I took a sip. It tasted fine, normal, maybe a little sweet, but nothing suspicious. About 5 minutes later, I excused myself to use the bathroom. I remember walking down the narrow hallway, the fluorescent light above the sink, looking at myself in the mirror. Everything felt normal, grounded, real. I was in there for maybe 5 minutes. When I came back to the table, something had changed. Not in the room, in me. The restaurant felt softer, like someone had turned down the edges of everything. The sounds were muffled. My arms felt heavy, like they belonged to someone else. I heard her voice. "Are you okay?" But it stretched, like she was speaking underwater. I tried to smile. I tried to answer. The table slid sideways, and then there was nothing. The next part comes back to me in pieces, fragments, like a dream I can barely hold on to. A rideshare request on my phone. I didn't make it, but it was there. A hallway, white tiles, the kind you never really look at until you have to. A hand in mine, warm, certain, leading me. The click of my apartment door, a shadow crossing my living room. Then morning. I woke up with a mouth like sandpaper and a head full of static. My first thought was, what time is it? My second thought was, where's my phone? I reached for it. Gone. I reached for my laptop. Gone. My watch. My wallet. The pocket where my passport used to sit. Everything was gone. The panic hit me like a wave. I stumbled to the closet, praying I'd stashed something somewhere. And thank God, I had. A backup phone, some emergency cash. I powered it on with shaking hands and logged into my bank account. $11,600, charged to the limit. Multiple transactions, ATM withdrawals. They'd pressed my credit limit until it wouldn't give any more. I froze the card immediately, called the bank. Then I texted my Airbnb host from the backup phone, then the police. If you've never had that moment, that sinking, sick realization that you've been completely violated while you were conscious but not present, I hope you never do. Because it's not just about the money. It's not just about the stuff. It's about the fact that you were there and you weren't. The Airbnb host came by within an hour and pulled the hallway security footage. I didn't want to watch it, but I had to, and there I was, eyes open, walking, being led by the hand like a child after a long flight. She held my door open. I walked in, steady on my feet, but completely gone. If you've never seen your own body move without you inside it, I can't explain how violating that feels. It's not just embarrassing, it's like watching a stranger wearing your skin. The police came, took a report. They'd heard this story before, many times. They explained what had likely happened. Scopolamine, also known as devil's breath, a drug derived from a plant that grows in Colombia. It makes you compliant, suggestible. You'll do whatever someone tells you to do. Hand over your PIN, unlock your phone, withdraw money, lead them into your home, and you'll remember almost none of it. And here's the thing they told me that made my blood run cold. It's almost never used alone. It's part of a network. She wasn't working solo. There was someone waiting to access my accounts, someone ready to drain them the second they had my information. This was organized, professional, efficient. Now you might be wondering, What happened with the passport, and how did I get home? Because that's where the nightmare really kicked into overdrive. Stay with me. But first, you need to hear how bad this actually got. Losing money is one thing. Losing your passport when you're in a foreign country is another level entirely, because without it, you can't fly. You can't prove who you are, you're stuck. So I did the one thing I didn't come to Colombia to do. I left Medellin for Bogota to get emergency travel documents from the US Embassy, hours on a bus, hours standing in lines, forms, interviews, proof of identity, proof of citizenship. I got the temporary papers 2 days later. I flew home the day after that. My birthday? It didn't happen. Not really. It's just a blank space now. A day I lost. For weeks after I got back to New York, every time a woman approached me at a coffee shop, on the subway, anywhere, my chest tightened. My hands went cold. I couldn't trust my own instincts anymore. The damage wasn't just financial, it wasn't just logistical, it was psychological. The part of me that trusted what sunshine suggests, that if it's bright outside, it's safe, that part of me was gone. So let's break this down. Because here's what I want you to understand. She didn't just get lucky. This was calculated. Every step was deliberate. The questions. Are you alone? What do you do? Where are you staying? Why do you have a Colombian number? These weren't friendly small talk. They were reconnaissance. She was profiling me, figuring out if I had money, if I was alone, if I knew the city, if anyone would notice if something happened. The timing, 5 p.m., broad daylight. Because people drop their guard during the day, we associate danger with darkness. She knew that. The location, she chose it, not me. She knew the layout, she knew the staff, or they knew to look the other way. The drink. I left the table. That's when it happened. 5 minutes. That's all it took. The network. She didn't work alone. Someone accessed my accounts within minutes. Multiple transactions. ATM withdrawals. This was a coordinated operation. None of those things alone is a crime. Together they were a map of me. So here's what I need you to do. If you're planning a trip to Medellin, or anywhere in Latin America, I want you to follow these 5 rules. Write them down, save this video, share it with anyone you know who's traveling. Rule number 1, never let them choose the location. You pick the spot. Somewhere you know, somewhere busy, somewhere public, with lots of eyes. If they insist on a specific place, that's a red flag. Rule number 2, if someone asks too many questions too fast, step back. What do you do? Where are you staying? Are you alone? These aren't signs of interest. They're red flags. Give vague answers. Say you're meeting friends. Say you're staying with family. Protect your information. Rule number 3, get a place with building security. A doorman, a guard, a lobby. Someone whose job it is to watch who comes and goes. That camera in the hallway didn't stop her. A human being might have. Rule number 4, lock up your valuables. Passport, backup phone, main credit card. Put them in a safe or leave them with the front desk. Travel with a card that has a low limit. If someone gets access to it, you lose hundreds, not thousands. Rule number 5, never leave your drink unattended, not at a bar, not at a restaurant, not even during the day. If you go to the bathroom, order a new drink when you come back. Yes, it costs more. It's worth it. Look, I still think about Plaza Botero, the bronze sculptures warming under the sun, the way the city hums in the afternoon. Medellin is beautiful, the people are warm, the food is incredible. I don't want this story to make you afraid of Colombia, but I do want it to make you smart. Fantasy is the enemy. Fantasy is the voice that says, it's fine, it's 5 p.m., it's a local spot, she's nice, it's my birthday. Fantasy nods along while someone else steers. Reality is slower and less flattering. Reality says, meet where you're comfortable. You choose the place. Don't leave your drink. Keep your documents locked away. Get a building with security. If someone is too curious too fast, step back. I came to Medellin to celebrate turning 40. I left with a lesson I'll be paying off in more than dollars. If this story helped you, if it made you think twice, if it gave you a rule you didn't have before, do me a favor. Smash that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more real stories from travelers navigating Latin America, the good, the bad, and the expensive. Drop a comment and let me know. Have you ever had a close call while traveling? What's your #1 safety rule? Stay safe out there.